Hello, 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 my darlings. How are you? Well, today is Monday, the October the 16th, I believe, 2023, because I don't know when you're going to see this video. And today I'm in my sorority clothes. I went over to an interview today, and there's the person who does the interview always has on her AKA clothes. So I thought I would wear my Delta clothes today. I wear my Delta sweater, and I got my pretty elephant here, and I got this nice jacket that came in the Delta box. We have fun like that because we both, and all the Divine Nine, we're really about helping one another, helping our people, helping to get scholarships, helping in the neighborhood, helping communities, just helping in communities, regardless of who the people are. But it's a lifetime commitment for sororities and fraternities of the Divine Nine to continue to work after college, and so we have fun. So this was our fun. I thought I would wear all my stuff today. So why was I over at Morehouse? Because on Thursday, we will be having the movie Foot Soldier, our award-winning movie. One day I'm gonna bring the prize over here. Our award-winning movie, Foot Soldiers, the class of 1964, and that movie details the Atlanta student movement, specifically on October the 19th, 1960, which is the very first formal day, the formal coordinated day that the Atlanta student movement marched and planned a demonstration. They had one in March of 1960, but they decided to plan it and strategize for the one on October the 19th, 1960. And we are celebrating 60 years this Thursday of October the 19th, 1960, when we all walked out of our various universities in the Atlanta University Center and actually put our lives on the line and marched for freedom. We demonstrated for freedom. We did with Dr. King. Dr. Martin Luther King got arrested on that day. We marched with dignity. There was a certain way we had to march, a certain way we had to look, a certain pattern. All was determined by the Atlanta student movement leadership, Lonnie King and Charles Black, David Satcher, all those guys over there, Robert Yancey, just a number of Barksdale, just a number of young black men, young leadership, and Julian Bond, Dr. Rosalind Pope, Herschel Challenor, Sullivan Challenor, just they got us all to a point where we needed and thought and agreed with them. We were in agreement with them that we should march for freedom. So having said that, how you doing? Did you have a good weekend? I always have a good weekend. Listen, 65. So let me tell you how I got to this. I retired at age 52. And this isn't, I've been gone all day, so something's not working. But anyway, I retired at age 52. I'm blessed. I was blessed to retire at age 52, which was young. To me, it wasn't young. It was like, I need to go. But I had put in my time at Delta Airlines Incorporated, and my daughter was had finished Northwestern University, her undergrad work, and I had maybe a few more months, and I already had a master's degree. I didn't see any need for me to stay there. I had done what I was supposed to do, which was take care of my business, my daughter, take care of being a single parent, a divorced parent, and there wasn't any need for me to remain there. I'd already lived under a lot of humiliation at Delta Airlines, and so I just stayed and did my work and moved on when they said I could move on at age 52 and 16 years. And so I retired. You all are retiring at 65. And that's why I decided to stop where I was talking about my life and what happens with Georgianne. I wanted to just get back on what Georgianne is all about now, which is just encouraging 65 and forward to not go home and go to bed and then don't wake up anymore. I was talking about something that happened. There was a gentleman who couldn't wait to retire. He was retiring from the police department. He had put in his time, and all this time, you all who may remember, maybe he worked for the policeman. I'm not sure, but let me just say this: I knew him from the airport, and he had gotten this ranch, and he had put everything on the ranch. He got everything he wanted, and the day of his retirement, we were so happy because he had prepared for retirement, and he died the next day after he retired. He maybe made it to the ranch, I'm not sure, but he died the next day. And someone said that when you retire at age 65, you're lucky to get 7 checks. After that, people just pass away. And that always bothered me. I was counting my check every time I got one. I said, I'm getting more. I'll get more than 7 checks. And right there, when I said that, that is what made the difference maybe between me and anybody else, because and everything that I've said at age 65 I've had that attitude of that's not me. That has nothing to do with me. No, let me get a little light. That I would do more. That doesn't apply to me, because my position at 65 was that I had things to do, people to see, had projects to finish. And so it's called having a positive attitude. I figured out it's called having a positive attitude. Now, this book, Super Aging, one of the first chapters is on attitude. We've been set up to follow the default aging. Default aging says that when you retire, and then you go home, and then you die. And super aging says when you retire, you start a new life. As I said before, 65, you have 20 years. Do you know what you can do in 20 years? Some of you may be able to start another family. Some of you can go back to school. What I liked about Dr. David Dorsey, when he retired from Clark Atlanta University, he was already a PhD from Yale in something just extraordinary because he was so smart. He went and got a law degree. He did. And he practiced law free. Anybody who didn't have the money, indigent, he would give them his time. Oh, I thought that was so selfless. And I just admired him so much. May God rest his soul. So you have 20 years, 65. What are you going to do with those 20 years? First, I think we should talk about your attitude. It should be a positive attitude, whatever it is. So you don't like where you stand. Well, my mother used to say, make your house your castle. Whatever that is, make it your castle. It doesn't matter if your friends got a castle, or your friends got a big old house, or you're in a retirement. You're in a retirement space now. Let's say you're in a retirement space now, and you remember your 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom house. So you can remember that. That's great. But now you need a 2-bedroom and a 1-bathroom. That's what you need, or 2-bed. I always believe in having an extra bathroom. So 1-bedroom with 2 bathrooms. However it is, you're scaling down. But because you're scaling down, you're not scaling out. You're scaling down 65, but that doesn't mean you're scaling away. You're just getting things more compact. I mean, it's a huge house here. You see, I would like to pack it up, but I would like to have we have these houses, old houses have rooms. I would like to have open concept. I do like that. And you have spaces and places to put things. And I would like the upstairs and downstairs to be it's all, you can see all of it up and down. You see. So I have some thoughts. So look around your house, 65. What is it you'd like to see done? You have 20 years to do it. Maybe you want to do some DIY, do it yourself project. Do it yourself, DIY, where's it go? Do it yourself, DIY project. You got 20 years to work on it. What are you doing for the next 20 years? So you find out who you are. We've had that exercise already. You've written the I am. You've written your goals and your wishes, your wish list, your goal list. You looked at your finances. Where's all your money going? Where, you get a check. 65, you get a check now. You get a check from work, and you get a check from the Social Security office. Where's that money going? Okay, so you said, well, I got to pay A, B, and C. Well, if probably your house maybe ought to be almost paid for, and on your car. But if not, I am not judging because I still got a lot to do. What I'm saying is, look at your money and figure out where this money's going, and look at your savings. Don't let anybody know anything about your money. Cousin them, booing them, baying them, none of them. None of DEM or THEM. None. What I want you to do is figure out what little bit can you save with your friends. Remember, you got 3 friends. And I want you to write me when you get a chance, when you subscribe, and come back and write me and tell me about the great time you had, the great time you had um, on your, where am I sending you to lunch or dinner or something like. Probably you need to go to lunch because it gets dark early now. Or you may be somewhere in the world where it doesn't get dark early. I don't know. I like to know where that place is. That's where I want to live, where it doesn't get dark early. But anyway, I just think 65 uh, you have more of a chance to live longer if you have a positive attitude. Now, is that a Georgianism? No. No, no, no. That's a thisism. If you want to add 7.5 years to your life, have a positive attitude. Ooh, I'm hot. I got to take this off. Have a positive attitude. How about that? Have a positive attitude and you will add 7.5 years to your life. Wow. That's awesome. That is awesome. Did you all like this? This is a beautiful jacket. Oh, my sorority. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Anyway, let me just tell you, you could add 7.5 years to your life. I mean, we're talking about 7.5 years to your life for having a positive attitude. That's research has shown that. And it says experience much higher rates of recovery from illness and injury. I can attest to that. Georgianne Thomas can talk about recovery from illness and injury. 3 cancers. When I came out of the breast cancer surgery, I was so happy. I was so happy to come out because I knew I had to get back to work. Now, what kind of sense does that make? But I was over the domestic violence temporary protective order program. And I just felt like, how many women did I miss talking to who needed me to sign the forms to help them get out of that domestic violence, to get some help. And so I was looking for some water. I had to go. I had something else to do. I had to get to work, you see. Do you have somewhere to go? Do you have something to do? That's part of the I am. You understand? And part of the goals. Because if you connect all this, you're 65 and you're free from work. You're getting a check. You're getting a couple of checks maybe. But there are some people that need you, that need your energy, that need your expertise. There's some schools that need you. There's some charities that need you. And then just you yourself need to go stand on the balcony, go breathe some seawater, some ocean water, all the places you wanted to go. Don't wait for anybody to take you there. I went all over Africa by myself, a woman. I know you can do that. I don't know if you can do it. Well, now you can really do it. You have cell phones. You have to be careful to find out about wars and rumors of wars. I'm really sorry about the wars and rumors of wars that's going on right now. I just heard before I sat down that there's some American forces that's going to be called up to go and fight, if needed, in Israel. We haven't had any wars. If we could just have war words and then figure it out. But when you start talking about bullets that don't know your name, bullets don't have any names on them, people losing their lives, it's just sad to me that we just can't get along. That's what Rodney King used to say. So when you're 65, you're not going into the service, but maybe you can go, what can you do 65 to maybe make it better? Just make your community better. Let's get some of the hate from just around your community, and maybe we won't have this bigger hate. I'm just thinking out of the positive attitude and what 65 can do with the wars and rumors of wars. There's a program, I think, where you can, I always tell Cornell there's some kind of noise that we're just going to find. It's annoying to me. It was a time when you can write letters to the service people. I'm not sure if young people get mail anymore. Everything is email. But I don't know if it's something you can do on a base, if you can volunteer, if you're near armed services base during this time of wars and rumor of wars, 65. If you were in the service, 65, and you know something about, of course you would know something about tactics, and maybe when you can go to the schools where there are armed forces people and maybe help out some of the parents that are traveling and the spouses at home, just something. I don't know. I'm just fumbling for ideas, but I don't want 65. It's part of your super aging positive attitude while we having wars and rumors of wars. We could put the American flag out more. I mean, I grew up with the American flag. I know that America didn't recognize me at all, and in 1776, when they used the Constitution of the Iroquois, of course, they said they wrote the Constitution, but a lot of it was influenced by the Iroquois Federation that already had most of what we have in our Constitution. Look it up. You will see, and I'm not taking anything away from them. I'm just saying, let's talk about the collaborative spirit that came up with that Constitution. But that Constitution did not include me or anybody that looked like me. But I still am an American. My flag is still the American flag. My passport is blue. I wanted a red one so badly. But anyway, I'm good with my blue one. And so I'm saying all that to say you can put out more flags. So you can go to cemeteries and put out more flags. I'm just talking about 65 and the war and rumors of wars. And the positive attitude that will add 7.5 years to your life. So you got 20. So you can get maybe 27.5. That make you a good 90-something. That's not bad. Listen to me. What else did we talk about? So my illness and injury. So that was my first reason. When I had the second cancer, the colon cancer, then I said, oh, wait a minute, Georgianne. You haven't done any shows. You haven't done your one-woman show. Nobody knows you sing. You got all this music. You got your dad's music. What you doing, girl? You tried to act and tried to be in movies. What you doing? You blew so many opportunities, just not being sure of yourself, not understanding how people operate in this business, second guessing yourself, and you had every opportunity in the world to be anywhere you wanted to be. You blew it. So what you doing, girl? So cancer 2 was an emergency colon cancer. And when I came out of that, I'm very grateful to have had the opportunity at the Absalom Jones Center. Dr. Catherine Meeks said it was okay for me to come and sing and put on my one-woman show. And that's why you hear me talk. I thank Sean Walker, my student. I thank L. Cornell Pearson all the time. I thank Dr. Alma Vineyard, who found Nancy Westmoreland for me to play the music for me. I thank Dr. Tammy Simmons for wanting to fool with me to get my hair and clothes together, and Deatra Arnold for getting her sister out of Florida to come up and film and to take care of my hair. I thank for coming to the rehearsal. Archbishop John Lewis came to my rehearsals, and so did the AIB. I think Audrey Galix came to my rehearsals. I mean, it was phenomenal that I was able. My church, Big Bethel AME Church, came out. My sorority, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated Atlanta Alumni Chapter, came out. My school, Spelman College, class of 1964. That was cancer number 2. You see, cancer number 2, and that's where I connected more with Betsy Riley of the Atlanta Magazine, Beverly Maddox, who is my website guru. All that came out of cancer number 2 because I had a positive attitude and I said, I got something else to do. 65. You got to have something else to do. And you got to say that. I'm using myself, my stories as an example so you can see how you get up and say, I got something else to do. But when I was having cancer 2 celebration, the pandemic, it was February the 13th, 2020. You know what happened in 2020? The city shut down, the world shut down. I didn't know that, but I did get my show in. Hadn't been for Sean Walker, I wouldn't have gotten it in because I wanted to do it in March 2020. And in March 2020, it was over by then, February 13th. I'm just amazed that we all didn't have something. We didn't know we were all crowded up and there was standing room only. Standing room only. I'm very proud of that. Very proud of the students that helped me and took video for me. And so, 65, you got to have a raison d'etre to keep going, to keep that positive attitude. So, I didn't know that cancer was still going on in my body. Cancer 3, I had to get those songs out. You can call Alexa and she'll give you every one of my songs. All 4 of them are up. I have 3 more to go. Dale Ramsey. I can call his name now. The Dale Ramsey is going to engineer and help produce my music with Tafasi, whose name is Jeremy Johnson, as we work to get these last 3 songs out. You see. And so that's all 65. You got to just have something to do, somewhere to go. What are you doing, 65? The Bachelor, the Golden Bachelor, I told you to look at it, but I've been disappointed in the process because these are older women. I don't think they should have that same process. And they're acting like teenagers. And he's acting like a teenager. And I think it's taken away from how I want our 65-year-old women to be looked at. I don't want us looked at as silly and got to have a man and I'm falling in love with this man and you kissing behind 3 or 4 more folk and you opening your up. What you opening it up? What this right here? Well, unless you went and bought you some. Now, if you bought some, maybe you can open up. But baby, you don't have nothing to open up. Oh, that's down there somewhere. You can pull it up. Okay? But all this opening up and all, you can see all the stuff going on under the arm. What is all this cut out? What? I don't know. I think that if you look as good as you can, and just because they make it doesn't mean we need to have it on. I got a compliment from a couple of guys up at Starbucks, and they told me that I knew how to be sexy without having everything open and showing everything. And I don't know what that meant, but I think it has a lot to do with how you handle that thing, how you wrap, how you look when you walk in. I think you could have the feminine, something feminine. I think they used the word sexy because they wouldn't use that with me. Feminine, something feminine about how I dress. And so I wanted the women on The Bachelorette, the Golden Bachelor. I don't know. I just wanted them to have. Those are some classy women there. They've been through a lot, and to have them treat them like they're 20 and 25-year-olds, and for them to act like that, it just I don't think it represents the 65-year-old people that I'm talking to right now. The 65-year-old people out there. I haven't gotten to the dating part. Right now, I'm just working on you. So I had a good weekend. Why did I have a good weekend? Because I was introspective this weekend. I thought about Georgianne the whole weekend. Now you say, oh, that's kind of arrogant. No, it's not. Do you love yourself? So I loved myself enough to just stay with Georgianne this weekend. She was good enough. She went places. Oh, yeah. Now I told you to go out. Now I went out. And I look great, too. Did I tell you that? I should take pictures of some of these outfits I have on the weekend. What I call my Saturday clothes. Mm-hmm. So I went out. Oh, I went to the new Krispy Kreme over on Ponce de Leon. I had to go. Why would I get a dozen donuts? I'm waiting for somebody to come right now and get these donuts because I just wanted a dozen donuts. I've been going there for years and they were hot. I ate two before I can get the car door closed. You know the kind that is a Krispy Kreme, you just put them in your mouth and you just swallow. Before you know it, another one is in there. I don't know how two got in my mouth like soup. Anyway, that was part of my 65 forward weekend. Went to Whole Foods. You see, I told you to leave your neighborhood, right? So I left my neighborhood. I went to another neighborhood. I saw that I can't see the sky like I used to be able to see the sky because so many buildings are being built. That was good to go and explore that. I asked the angels to ride with me because I'm 65 going forward, but you all know that I'm not 65. I'm way across. I got 20 years plus I'm working on. But what I was trying to get you to understand is that I need for you to have a positive attitude. The first thing in this book is the whole section on attitude. And when I found out that in my other research that you add 7.5 years of life, add 7.5 because you have a positive attitude. And one of the things they talked about was illness and injury. That I can talk about that because I've had 3 major surgeries back to back, so to speak. Now, I've had more surgeries beforehand, but no need of me be giving you my health record here. But I can talk about this right here because cancer is something we all talk about. And I have no shame in my game to talk about mine. None whatsoever. Because if it'll help somebody out there and if it'll get you up, maybe you just found out you got cancer. And you're like, what am I going to do? Well, it's not a death sentence to hear it. You say, okay. They said, well, Georgianne, the truth of the matter is that, you're going to be in that 1%. I said, okay. I'm in that 1%. I got stuff to do now. Y'all need to get me on down, roll me on in. What day is what I gotta have? Well, you got to have a mastectomy and you got to have theater. Okay, how many days is that gonna take? That's all I need to know. You see, you gotta have that attitude. You and prayer. Oh, don't leave prayer out. 65. Don't get off the prayer band now. Now, if you're one of those that don't believe in God and you listen to me, okay, fine, well and good. But all of my anything is connected to God. Because I know good and well I wouldn't be here if it were not for the Lord on my side. I know that. In my church, Big Bethel AME church praying for me, and then other entities praying for me. The Atlanta Sister Cities Commission prayed for me on that first one. And then so many people prayed for me and are still praying for me. And then I pray for myself and ask the angels to come with me. It says on here, I have better brain performance and improved memory. You see, I got a theory about that whole Alzheimer's and dementia. 65, if you just retired, first go get a book today and read it. Go get some puzzles, start working on it, and then work out, get your Excel sheet, get your money. All of this right here, when you using this right here, it says, oh, you need me still. You need me. You need me. And as long as you tell this that I need you, I'm not a doctor like that. I'm not a medical doctor. But I'm just giving you my thoughts about it. And I could be tomorrow and be gone. I don't even know it. But I'm telling you today's thoughts. October 16, 2023. I tell this that I need it. I need this right here. I need to go here. I need to go there. I have a meeting this week, had a meeting today, I had a meeting Friday, I got something going on Thursday. I'm busy. I'm a busy woman, you see? And I think the busyness helps this right here. And I keep myself busy. Because you keep yourself busy, you know that what they say, the idle mind is the devil's workshop. And it keeps me from having to think about maybe missing people in my life. There's some people that I wish were in my life that are not in my life now. And so if I'm busy, I'm too busy to think about it. I can only think about it every now and then. I'm tired and sleepy. I can keep going on with life. You see, because I have to keep going. I don't have the luxury of stopping and wallowing. 65, you don't have the luxury of stopping and wallowing in anything. You got 20 years. We don't know when the plug gonna be pulled. I don't know. But this positive attitude, when they talk about in the book, when it comes to super aging, the first thing they talk about is the attitude. What is your attitude about all of it? You don't want to be the cranky old person. Look good. You know, I think I look pretty good today. I like all of this today. I do. I don't know, my lipstick is not red on this camera. And I got on matte Ruby Roo. I must got the wrong kind. I don't know. Anyway, a positive attitude that says gives a greater sense of control over your life and a greater will to live. Oh, my. Oh, it's time for me to go. A greater will to live. Golly, that is it. Do you have a will to live? Or have you just resigned yourself to this is it? This isn't it. It's more to life than what you got right in front of you. And it's saying, come on, come here. Life is saying, come on. It's pulling you. It's pulling you. Oh my God. It's the rope is pulling you like this. Come on, back into life. Come on, get off that ledge. Get your attitude together. And that will give you, I think it will help you with your health. It will help you with your attitude. Oh, we're going to get to the love life. Yes, we are. And it would just help you with illness and injury. I don't know. I just think your attitude needs to be first thing we look at. And it's the first thing. I'm not reading from the book. I don't know these people. I don't get any money from anybody in this book. They don't know me from Adam's house cat, they used to say, you know. But I found the book, Super Aging, Getting Older Without Getting Old. And I thought I would just take that and let this be my thing to talk to many of you about. 65 and older. Let's get old without getting old. Love it. I love you, baby. I do. And you can't do anything about it.